Hey, thanks for joining. Just getting the base done. Hey, thanks for joining. Thank you. I am going to powder this look down because I want it to be a bit on the subtler side. And I want to have a bit more soft blends. So I need to take some of the tackiness away. Thanks for joining. It's just a very light base. And today I'm going to be doing purple and yellow, so another full face type of look. My brush is stained blue, which isn't great for this look, but we'll see what we can do. I'm going to be using a little bit from this palette, as well as this one. And we're going to be starting with the highlight. I'm going to take a lime mixed with the yellow. And we're going to start pushing the product in to build our highlight. And I like to work in a few layers just to have a really nice blend with the tones. So it's definitely a process, but it looks really good at the end. And I'm going for a little bit more of a translucent look than my previous ones. So I am kind of approaching it a little bit differently. Just being a little bit lighter with my hand. Yeah, if you have any suggestions for future color combos or something, I'm definitely open to look suggestions in general. Just gonna check my mirror. Not bad. I'm just gonna do a little bit brighter on the under eye. And now we're gonna go in with the purple contour. I'm using a mix of products. The white foundation was Sunset Makeup, and I'm using some of their eyeshadows as well. And there's other eyeshadow, but I don't really support the brand, so I kind of just use them because I have them. But usually just a mix of stuff. I'm not really like a one brand person. Yeah. You just need a different technique with certain textured products. I'm going to go in with purple for my contour today. But yeah, thanks for asking. And I'm going to take some bright purple mixed with a little bit more of a warm one. So 2 separate palettes. And I'm going to try to be pretty precise with this. So I am going for a bit more of a pastel look. It looks a little bit too blue. So I'm going to go in more with the warm tone purple. so a more red tone purple. And we'll definitely blend more, but I'm just trying to get the color down. Just trying to keep it really soft. You can see the difference the lighting makes. I'm going to take pictures in that warmer light, so that's why I'm kind of blending for that type of light condition. If you're taking pictures in full sun like this, you can go a little bit heavier because the sun really takes the contrast out. Because like in the shade it looks heavier versus in like a really light. It's kind of hard to see because it's coming in and out, but I think you know what I mean. Like it looks a lot softer now because the sun washes you a little bit. That's why it's like I'm not trying to change the shape of my nose, but I want to emphasize it because in the sun it will kind of disappear. I'll show you more in depth with the nose later. I'm just getting some tones down. I'll also go on my forehead, exposing the gigantic forehead that I have. Again, just to kind of give some shape to the face. I'm not trying to change much. And I'm going to go back in with the yellow. And I'm debating the blush color. I'm thinking a coral, but we'll have to see. Unless someone has an idea. But I've been doing so much magenta, I kind of want to switch the vibe. So. Okay. Definitely going to do another layer, but we'll do some blush. Thanks for joining. Do a coral. And I'm just going to try to really pack it on. Because again, in the sun, it's going to wash the shade out. So I just want to build pigment to try to shape the face a little bit more. It's a little bit more on the blush side than I wanted everywhere. I think I went a little aggressive with it. So I'm actually going to... Thank you, I appreciate it. Do that, and now we're gonna quickly do a little bit more contour. More on the purple side. just to build up the pigment, and then we're going to recarve out the face and add a bit of the yellow back. Just to kind of go back into the pastel look. Oh, and I forgot to show you the nose contour, so I'll also have to do that. We can maybe do that now. Can I zoom on this? Oh yeah, okay. Just need to get a brush. Okay. So, it's not overly complicated. I already did a little bit just when I was doing the face. We're gonna start with a very blue tone purple. I push the bristles down so it's a bit thinner and you have a little bit more control. And just naturally where the line is, I'm just gonna pull it up. And you're also gonna put it underneath the nose. Again, for depth, not really trying to change too much. And it doesn't even need to be perfect. Start like that. That's not going to be great. That's the only part that's like a little bit of an issue. Now I'll just blend it. I like to blend into the brow. And then I'll go in with a more purple tone one. Go over it again. Stick a little bit more to the edge. So you can see when the sun hits it, it needs those extra lines. Okay. Now I'm going to take the blush color we used. Same fluffy brush. I want to be a little less strict with it. I do look very orange right now. And then again, bringing it to the brow. Okay. Now we'll just take a little bit of that lime color we used. So I think that's a good start to the nose. I'm sure I'll come back and add a bit more and blend a little bit more, but I'm okay with how the shaping went. It didn't like make it crooked all of a sudden, so I think that's okay. And I want to kind of remake this pastel. Hey, thanks for joining. So I'm going to take my white foundation, the Sunset Makeup one. Take a little bit more water on my sponge. Because I want it to be kind of just lightly coating. So we already have a bit of work done. And I'm just going to put that in the center. And we'll blend it out in a second, but I want most of the concentration of the white to be in the very center. Thank you. Do it on the nose as well, even right here. Again, we're gonna blend it out. I just wanna really get the pigment down first. Now we're just gonna blend it out. Okay, I think that's better. And I'm now gonna take the white powder again. Tap out the under eye. And immediately powder. Something like that. Let's do this. Okay, back to it. This will just keep the makeup fresh and very shaped for longer. So we're really drying out all of the product. Awesome. But it does make it lighter, so I am being controlled in my placement still. Something like that. And we'll move on to eyes while the rest of the face sets, because we're definitely going to do some glitter over, but I want it to set properly. Just get a little bit more. Okay. I don't quite know what I want to do for eyes. I'm guessing purple is probably the best bet if we're already doing all that here. Just to kind of match that contour. I think I'm going to take the fluffy brush. Usually I'd be more precise, but you kind of already see a shape there, so I figure I'm going to follow it. I'll start with the purple tone one. Just focusing it really on the outer edge and the crease. And I'm just going to kind of pull it up. Okay. Okay, I actually am going to press the bristles down and just kind of lightly take it under the eye. And I want it to be more warm toned, so I'm taking this Sunset Makeup purple and I'm just kind of dusting it over the other shade. Something like that. Now I'm going to take a little bit of my white foundation again. Again, this is the Sunset Makeup. I just kind of want to go in and do like a very rough cut crease. Not too dramatic. I just want to re-emphasize my lid space because I don't have like the largest eyes, so something like that. It's pretty easy to do and it just adds a little bit of texture for the product to stick to. Okay, this is looking actually pretty good, I think. I used to do a way more aggressive cut crease, but I've chilled out a little bit. So, okay, let's start there. I'm just going to take a little bit of this lime, actually, and just, actually in this brush, I'm going to take lime and just kind of push some of that powder off the skin quickly before we get too far in. Okay, and now we'll finish the eye. I may keep the brows like this, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna take a more dense brush. I'm gonna go in with our blush shade because I like to use like the same colors on the face, so they kind of feel like skin. And I'm going to push in that coral onto the lid. And then I'm just going to take a fluffy brush and kind of pull it off. Okay. And now we're going to go in with our finger because you get way better color payoff. And we're just going to pull that over. And you're going to use a lot on the under eye. And you can kind of pull it up under the purple. And I'm also going to put some under the brow. Something like that. And again, you can take that fluffy brush and just blend it out one more time. I think I want a little bit more pigment of yellow on the cheek because it kind of feels a bit random. So just gonna kind of buff in right here a little bit of that yellow, just so it stands out a bit better. Okay. Now we definitely need glitter. I think I'm gonna take this kind of purple silver color. Really go on wherever we put any purple. I'm going to kind of pull it past as well. And then we're going to go in with a very light kind of green color and pull that over. We're also going to use that on the brow. And under, pulling all the way up. So it's a bit softer, but those undertones kind of help with the shape of the eye, even if you're putting glitter over. Okay, now we're going to go back to the blue shade one. And we're going to use that green over here as well, because it looks quite yellow. Okay. Just gonna add a little bit of that eyeshadow. It's like the blush color, just to tint the brows. Nothing too much actually there. And I want to do I think I'm going to do peach mascara. So I am going to do one more shade of powder. Yeah. Filming these has made me realize why I'm always out, but it's an important step. So do that, and then I'll show you how you can do colorful mascara with just black mascara and eyeshadow. It's pretty easy. You just coat your lashes. Don't do that. Okay, we're fine. Okay, I'm going to do a second coat. So I want the lashes to be quite visible. Okay, we'll start there. You're going to take the shade you want. I'm going to use the same blush shade. Or should I do purple lashes? Thanks for joining. I'm going to do purple lashes. Last minute change. So we're just going to blink through. These aren't actually so far down. It's just the shadow is making my bottom lashes look crazy. Because they look gigantic. I need a mirror. What the? Just taking some yellow, and I'm going to brush the fallout off. Because the purple is quite aggressive. I'm trying to get the right angle. Like, this is the lash. And it's purple. Anyways. So yeah, this is shadow. It does look crazy though. And we're going to do the same for the other eye. I do 2 coats. So, and you need the lash to be wet still so the eyeshadow can stick. Okay. What am I doing? We're not doing peach, we're doing purple. We could have done multicolored, but I did say this was going to be a purple and yellow look, so let me keep my word. So I think that should be good. Yeah. Taking that yellow again. Okay, not bad. And we're gonna do lips. I'm gonna take the purple. take a burgundy. Yeah, it is nice actually. It's kind of weird doing your makeup, but it's nice. Okay, I think we're good. I may just add a little more blush. Like actually just a little bit this time. And a touch more purple. Yeah, thanks for joining. I think that's it. I'll post the, oh, no. Okay, whatever. I'll post the good quality photos soon. Probably shorts here, and on my Instagram will be the proper photos if you want to check those out. Same username, marina.n.makeup on all platforms. Feel free to subscribe. I'll hopefully be live sometime soon. Always a cool look, I think. And yeah, thanks for watching. See you guys.